dating back to your own father who won an All-Ireland for Mayo. What does a club like Castlebar Mitchells mean to you and its benefits for the community?
Well, Dara, now besides yourself, go back a while as well. I coached Dara underage. But the club means everything, Dara, to me. We've had a lifelong involvement with the club. Obviously through my father and all that. And I've been involved all my life with the Mitchells in various capacities and all that. And so I'm in the sunset years now, so I'm just a presidential role now, just sitting back and. But it means everything to me, Dara. And there's always been a huge connection between the Mitchells and the community. Steeped and embedded in the community, and I think the community is proud of the Mitchells, and the Mitchells are proud of the community, and we're glad to represent the town as best we can. So it's all good, and I'm glad to see so many young people up here, and they're the future. They're the future, Dara. So.
And you just alluded to, I suppose, being my underage coach, and you were highly dedicated to that role from what I can remember, and we won the under-14 league and championship.
Okay.
For younger people that are here today, what does GAA mean in terms of providing them with discipline, stability, and transferring that into their professional life?
Well, I always thought I was involved in coaching in St. Brendan's College in Belmullet as well as the Mitchells, and I've always felt that sometimes players are learning skills that they don't actually know at the time, they don't actually acknowledge. They learn comradeship, discipline, punctuality, team effort, unknown to themselves. They're learning skills that I think it's only later on that they realise, but those type of skills that stand to them in life, punctuality, dedication, all that, cooperation, discipline, all them sort of facets there,
And I suppose, Jody, from the point of view, and we talk about it a lot, and it's important that people do talk, and males in particular, what does the GAA do for mental health and, your longevity in the club and involved in the GAA community, friendships that are built from that? What have they meant to you over your lifetime?
Yeah. Well, I'd say... Dara, but with the way life has changed nowadays, mental health is a huge issue nowadays. My own younger days, it wasn't such an issue as it is today. But today it's a huge issue. And I think the big benefits of the GAA and the Mitchells and all the other sport organisations is that lads can relate. And they can call up a friend or a teammate and say, look, I'm in trouble here, I need to talk to you, something like that. I think that's the huge benefit of it, and it is no doubt about it, it's a massive social problem nowadays, mental health, and it could affect anyone. But I think that'll be the big benefit of the GAA, that lads can reach out to a teammate and say, look, I'm not feeling good, I need to talk to someone. And I think that'll be the massive benefit, And young people should never be afraid. There's no shame in saying, look, I'm not feeling good, I need a bit of help. And with all the programs that are out there, there's help always out there. I'd be very passionate, Dara, about that. I'd feel very strong about it. Unfortunately, so many young people have been lost to, self-harm and all that sort of stuff. But it's a different world. There's different challenges for people today. Unlike, we say, when we were growing up, there were very few challenges, but a totally different world now. They have a lot to contend with, So, and hard for some people to handle that, unfortunately. But it also said that loads of help there, loads of help. Offering up a friend, teammate, whatever.
I spoke to a number of the rugby community, particularly Niall Wren, who is chairperson of the IRFU, Jimmy Staunton, and Jerry Casey after the Connacht rugby game. It's a huge testament to the volunteerism that we have at Castlebar Mitchells, and they alluded to the professionalism and how we come together and being able to put on a really impressive show. What does that say about Castlebar Mitchells?
Oh, absolutely, Dara, absolutely. And what I picked up on is there's so many young people willing to step forward and volunteer, and it's just like a continuity. You do your time, and when you get to a certain age, you don't have the energy anymore, and you step aside and let the younger people, and there's a great cohort of young people there. And as you said, it's all about voluntary work, and it's always been part of the club, embedded in the young people, or in the club, that whatever you do on a voluntary basis. You don't look for any kudos, you don't look for a clap in the back, you just do it as part of the ethos of the club.
And what is it, Jody, about Castlebar Mitchells that keeps these volunteers and people like yourself, club president, coming back again and again.
I know it's an old cliche, Dara, but it's like a big family. It's like a big family, and you'll always meet someone, and the friends you have are the friends for life. You know, it's just like a big community. Outside your own family, they're your second family, and it is fantastic. Fantastic, you know.
It is. I'm looking at some of the things when I was doing research. You have the 139th anniversary of the club. You've silver health status, or healthy club, and you've recently won the gold medal for the J. Joe McDonough Foundation. So the club is going from strength to strength.
Oh, absolutely, Liam. And it's a wide club now. That it's like an octopus. The tentacles are spread far and wide, and we've spread out the community. And you know, we have the ladies, we have the hurlers, we have the football, we have the Gael. So it's not just a football club as such, even though football obviously is at the heart of it. It is a football club, but more than that, it's a community club as well. And anybody listening out there, I'd always say to them, come up, have a look. It's not just, just have a look and see if you like it. And you'll certainly be sure, guarantee one thing, you'll be sure of a good welcome. And if you make friends up here, you have friends for life, ever. And if you're ever in trouble, there's the people you talk to.
And just, coming up and planning these meetings with Martin and the executive, the basketball court has been used at a Saturday at 11 o'clock. There's badminton going on, there's games going on. We came on board last year and we did a couple of games with yourselves, and there's always something going on in the club.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and just on the volunteers, I can remember going back to the 60s and 70s when men would come out to a kind of final, and the club would have to get McHale Park ready. The volunteers would.
Sorry, we're just rudely interrupted there. Yeah. Work away, Jody.
I can remember distinctly a certain volunteer taking a week's holidays off just to clean up McHale Park, go around with the spades and take out the weeds and all that prepared. So that gives us just a small idea of the level of volunteerism without any praise or anything, just did it.
From a football point of view, Jody, Castlebar Mitchells and the level that we're at in terms of having a senior team and an intermediate team, it's really unprecedented. And when I speak to some of my friends outside of the county, they feel that it's hugely impressive that we're able to maintain that.
Oh, absolutely. And in recent years, we've been spoiled with success. We got to 2 All-Ireland senior finals, and we won 3 county titles in a row, 2 county titles, and we're a very strong setup here, and a very good intermediate team as well. And I suppose, realistic, a club of our size and a town of our size, we should be well able to have an intermediate team to play competitively, and a junior team. There should be no problem to have. The numbers are there, just for younger people especially, just get them involved, get them playing games, even at junior level, and let them progress and make their way up then,
As a member of the executive, we recently applied to become an inclusion member of the GAA. Where there's football for all and it's a place where anyone can come. What does that mean to you, Jody?
Oh yeah, but I said we're a very inclusive club rather than exclusive. Sometimes I feel maybe if people see the sign of the Castlebar Mitchell, but that's for Castlebar Mitchell's people only. It's not. It's just a sign at the name of our club.
The fun of the fire engine keeps going.
But we are a very inclusive club, and the huge, great to see so many ladies, females involved in the club at all sectors, from senior down to underage, executive, and come up here any day during the week, and even unbelievable amount of people training, male and female. But it's great to see it, Darren.
And I think it's great with the upcoming amalgamation of the GAA and the LGFA. This is coming a long time, and it really brings a sense of togetherness, which I always felt was important.
Oh, absolutely, Dara. And I think that will be reflected here in our own club, where for years the senior club and Bordenau were like 2 separate entities. It was nearly like 2 separate clubs within the one club. But thankfully they merged, and that has proved to be most beneficial for the club. So we're all under the one umbrella of the Mitchells now. But for years, certainly there was nearly 2 clubs within one. But thankfully, like the GAA at national level, that's all now. That's the way to go. All under the one umbrella, all doing the same thing at different levels,
Yeah, I was just in the programme of the rugby at the game a couple of weeks ago. There was a great article on the history of McHale Park and some of the old photos and how the way it's transformed. Jody is magnificent.
I remember the well-known man in Castlebar here used to say, "Did you ever pick stones in McHale Park?" So if you pick stones in McHale Park, you're really part of the furniture. That's come back to the early 50s, late 40s. Did you pick stones in McHale Park? If you did, that was your stamp on approval, you know. But it has been a great history. And just on the rugby, it was fantastic success. And fair play to the Mitchell and fair play to the Connacht Rugby and Castlebar Rugby Club. They put on a fantastic show. So I would like to compliment the Connacht Rugby and Castlebar Rugby Club for the massive effort and cooperation that they displayed on that weekend. And full marks to them. And that's the way it should be. Clubs should cooperate. We're all from Castlebar. No matter what sport we play. We're all from Castlebar, and we should never sort of exclude or anything like that. We're all from Castlebar. We might play different codes, play different games, all that, but we're all Castlebar, through and through. So,
Rightly or wrongly, Jody, sometimes in Castlebar we compare ourselves to Westport. What does this mean from your point of view of making Castlebar a destination town in relation to this event?
Yeah, well, I said, going back over the years, there's always been a huge rivalry between the Covies and Castlebar Mitchell. You know, they were known as the Covies. They refer to us as the fish heads. So, but that rivalry has been there, and it's a healthy rivalry. I always said that. So it's a healthy rivalry, a good rivalry. Now, I think they obviously have the coastline and all that, Croagh Patrick, but I think Castlebar will become a sports tourism town. That's the way they're heading. I think that's where we've always facilitated here. So I think I'd say that's probably down the line that Castlebar will be able to centre for sport and excellence, because we have everything here on site in Castlebar. So that'll be it, I think, there.
Yeah, and I believe that it's a huge platform to be able to put ourselves on the map. And with the upcoming development in Knockafunda, where there's going to be a shared community space pitches, and that it really will drive people towards Castlebar in the future. So look at Jody Munnelly, Club President, thanks very much for your time, and we'll take some music.
Thanks very much, CRC. Thank you very much, lads.